What do I think of Real Madrid's performance today? I think what happened today was what Real Madrid do and what big clubs do is that they find a way to win. I think Dortmund had the game to win. They certainly should have walked into the first half up at least by one goal. It could be two. Really some missed chances there for Borussia Dortmund. I thought they set up well. Initially their Real Madrid was on the front foot, then they found a way in the game, and every time Real Madrid somewhat attacked, there was a good counter, and there's a lot of space available for some of the wide players there for Dortmund, Sancho, and so on. But they didn't capitalize on it. And if you don't take your chances, and I was speaking to somebody as I was watching the game, and I was saying to myself, this is going to be a classic Real Madrid sucker punch, or any kind of big team sucker punch where they're gonna. And not that Dortmund isn't a big team. I don't want to say that, but in terms of what really happens, and they didn't. I mean, Danny Carvajal found a way, and then Vinny Jr. is just like spectacular, and then it's over, and then Dortmund thought they pulled one back, but it was offside. So I think for Borussia Dortmund, the lesson is missed chances. For Real Madrid, they're like, okay, we always win, and in truth, they do, right? And they've been having a splendid season. They played 56 games, and they only lost twice, if that's the performance. And now 15 European Cups, well, Champions League / European Cups. They own it. They like to think they own it. I think they think about that more than winning La Liga titles. So, that's something that, and they're a well-run club now. You have to be honest with yourself. If you're really thinking, if you're Manchester United, if you're whoever, you look to Real Madrid and you realize that they're doing proper football program for a good while now. I mean, Perez learned his lesson many years ago Florentino Perez, that is, when he initiated the Galactica project. It just never yielded the kind of trophies that you'd anticipated with the kind of level of players that they have. But now they've really come into their own over the last 15 years or so, where they've really figured out a way to obviously still attract high-class talent, but the cycling of the players, when to move on. Some players that you think that might not be ready to move on, and then they blood a new midfield and they figure it out. That's what they do. And on top of that, the businesses, which is also an interesting thing, because finances used to be an issue for Madrid in years gone by, which, if you follow the space, there's all these funny accounting, but forget about that part. But they've, the Bernabeu is just like a fantastic new stadium that they've unveiled, multi-purpose. It's going to have concerts, everything. It's just fantastic. So mall inside of it. So Perez has supervised another level of high quality performances for them, and I don't think there's going to be any kind of decline. Mbappe is going there, as many people know, and so they still attract the big name, but they're cycling out. So this kind of replacement of what they do with Modric or Toni Kroos or so on, they'll figure it out. But you gotta hold your hands up to them, and they find a way out to do it.